welcome back to my channel. So today we are here to talk about all of my past July purchases. I feel like I say this every month, but how is July already over? How is 2021 just literally flying by? But that is what we're going to be doing here today, talking about all my past purchases from Ulta, Sephora, and then other places as well, Target, brand websites, all of the above. Before we get started, don't forget to upload every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday for you guys. If you like this video while you're watching it, you know what to do. Give it a big thumbs up. It really does help my channel out. And other than that, if you're excited and you want to hear about all the things I have spent my money on in the past couple of years, then let's go ahead and get started. I've been doing this for every single month so far in the year of 2021, looking back at my past purchases. So I will make sure I have all of those linked down below for you, January through June, in case you missed any of them and you want to see what I bought those months as well. But we're going to start off with Ulta today. So the first thing I bought all the way back in 2018, I can't see 2017 or there wasn't any in 2017, I can't remember, but in 2018 the first thing I bought was the MAC blush, and this is in the shade Peaches. I know that this blush is like 3 years old, but I will never get rid of it. Well, maybe one day I'll get rid of it, but I love this blush so much. I think they still sell this shade of Peaches, and I don't know if you can tell, but there's like a really big dip in this. I don't think you can tell, but this is such a beautiful like peachy orange blush. I love it. It lasts forever on the cheeks, and the shade is just chef's kiss. I then bought a Tarte Shape Tape. This is not the one that I purchased 3 years ago, but I figured I would show it, even though I'm pretty sure everyone knows what Tarte Shape Tape looks like. I like this concealer. It's not my favorite ever. It is very thick, very full coverage, a little bit drying, but I like it enough to repurchase it and use it. I also bought a MAC Brave lipstick. Brave is one of my favorite shades ever. It's like a really beautiful, just like pink mauve berry tone that goes with a lot of different looks. And as you can tell, I love this lipstick. Is this the one from 2018? I don't know. It might be. It really honestly might be, which if that's the case, maybe I should just consider this an empty because it's so tiny and 3 years old. I don't know, but I love this. I've been through like 3 or 4 Brave shades. It is just so stinking good. Another thing I bought was the Too Faced face palette. I will pop up a picture here. I do not have it anymore. I don't even remember what this is called either. I know there's like a specific name for it. I forget. I know I got it half off at Ulta. It was on sale for 50% off. I just really didn't love this palette. It got really patchy on me, and the bronzers were just too deep and dark and warm. And then, I mean, the blushes were pretty, and then the highlights were just a little too glittery and chunky for me. I actually ended up giving this, or selling it, I can't remember, to my sister-in-law, Mike's half-sister. So she's loving it, she's using it, and she really enjoys it. I also picked up the Jaclyn Hill palette, the original Jaclyn Hill palette. This baby is 3 years old. I know, it's probably expired. I probably need to get rid of it, but I'm not going to. I do not reach for this anymore. I really honestly don't. I can't tell you the last time I reached into this palette. However, I'm not going to get rid of it. I really do love it. I think the shades are stunning and beautiful. The quality is, well, the quality used to be nice. It could be going downhill now because I'm, you know, it's kind of old, but I used to just love this palette so much. And I was so excited when I bought this, like so excited. And I loved Jaclyn Hill at the time, and I just needed this in my life, and when I bought it, I was so happy. And then the last couple of things I bought in 2018 was a Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. This is not the same one from 2018, but I love this mist. I talk about it in like every single video in past years. I just was buying these left and right. And I also got a Morphe Sponge. I talk about this in a bunch of other videos as well. It was a nice sponge. I don't buy it anymore, but I had purchased like 3 or 4 in the past. It was nice for back then, but now I use Beaky blenders. I get them off Amazon for a couple dollars, and they're really good. Moving on to 2019 from Ulta, the first thing I picked up was the Dose of Colors Made You Blush lip gloss. I love this lip gloss, and the lip gloss formula of Dose of Colors is just really, really nice. It's like opaque and shiny, but not thick or sticky or anything like that. And this shade is just really pretty. I also got a Smashbox Audition lipstick. If you know, you know. I'm obsessed with this lipstick. I'm literally obsessed with it. This is like my 3rd or 4th bullet, and I have 2 more backups back there because I panic bought it because it was on sale at both Ulta and Sephora. And thank God I did, because I'm pretty sure it's gone. Smashbox like reformulated, I think, and repackaged their lipsticks, and Audition is not one of the shades that they have now. Why? I don't understand. It is a beautiful rose, like mauve pink shade. It just is stunning. I will always use this lipstick until I run out of these 3 that I have, but I just love it. It's so stinking good. I also got a Maybelline Fit Me Powder. This is not the one from 2019. I had gone ahead and used that one completely up. This is such a good drugstore setting powder. It sets your makeup beautifully, but isn't drying. Highly recommend, and it's only like $8. I have the shade 05 Fair. It's the lightest one it comes in. Shocker. The next thing I bought was 2 more Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. I'm telling you guys, I used to be obsessed with this setting mist. I'm not so much now, but I do still enjoy using it. But I remember they were on sale, like buy one, get one half off or buy one, get one free. Again, it's a good one. And then the last thing I bought in 2019 from Ulta was the Kylie Skin Concealer, and I ended up picking up the shade Stone. I decluttered this concealer. I did not like it at all. It ran so like orange on me, not even yellow. Orange. It blended out fine, I remember, but I also remember being kind of drying and not having the best coverage. Not that it really matters because I'm pretty sure these concealers are gone. Kylie went through like a whole rebrand and relaunch, and she hasn't relaunched her concealer. So I'm sure they're coming. Hopefully the formula is better and the shades are better. I only bought 2 things from Ulta in 2020. I'm pretty sure I was trying to be on a no buy, but my no buys are pretty unsuccessful when I go on that, I'm not gonna lie. The first thing I picked up was the Tarte Found Sealer. I do remember I picked this up because it was half off. I had tried like a little mini sample of it and genuinely liked it, which I feel like I'm very finicky with Tarte foundations. Not a lot of them work out well for me. So I was kind of shocked that I like this one so much. And when it was half off, I went ahead and picked it up. I have the shade 16N Fairlight Neutral. I remember I got this as like a more deep summer shade because I was like tan last summer and all of that. So this is not like my everyday shade, but it would work for me like right now in the summer. I like this. The last time I used it, it was pretty drying on me though. So I'm like on the fence again. Like, do I like this? Do I not? I need to give it a go again. And then the last thing I bought in 2020 was this Orly Bonder. This is a base coat for your nails. My nails chip so easily. If you can tell, like this one is chipped right now. Like a bunch of them are just chipped on the edge. I don't know what it is about my nails. They like hate nail polish. This is why my nails are like never done. They are right now, but if you've noticed in a ton of my videos, my nails are not done because it's like painful for me to paint them because they literally chip either that day or the very next day, and it's so annoying. One of my friends suggested I get this bonder that would help with it, and I feel like it does a little bit. As you can tell, I haven't used a ton of it, but again, I just like never paint my nails. I think it helps a little bit, but I don't know. I don't know if it's like an unnecessary step. I do it anyways because you never know, but I'm also not really the person to talk about nail polishes or base coats or anything like that because my nails suck. So and then so far in 2021, I almost didn't have any purchases from Ulta. I was really close. It was like right towards the end of the month and I hadn't purchased anything online. And then I went in store yesterday, actually, a couple days ago when by the time you're seeing this video, but yesterday my time, and I bought some things. I only spent like $30 though, so I was pumped because I got a lot of things for 30 bucks. But the first thing I picked up was the e.l.f. Putty Blush. I love the putty bronzer, and so many people say that the putty blushes are just as good as the putty bronzers. So I was like, I need to try one. So I ended up picking up Bora Bora. It's a very, very bright pink shade. I hope I like it. We shall see. I also picked up an Essence blush. This is the blush, and I got the shade Befitting. I have heard so many good things about these blushes. Can I open it? That they are like super pigmented and beautiful on the cheeks and last a really, really long time. And it was $2.99. $2.99. That's insane. I am pumped to finally be trying these blushes, and this shade just looks stunning. I'm so excited. Also from Essence, I picked up their Extreme Lasting Eye Pencil in the shade Silky Nude. I really like putting a nude shade along my lower lash line, and I didn't really have like a drugstore version of it. I have the Makeup by Mario one that I use a lot. I have a ColourPop one, but it's old and I don't like it, so I don't ever use it. So I wanted to pick up a drugstore nude liner for my drugstore videos and all of that, and I've heard good things about these eyeliners. The last couple things from Essence I picked up are their new eyeshadow palettes. I'm pretty sure these just launched and they were $3.99. I think that's amazing, $3.99. So the first one I picked up is the Bronze This Way one. It looks like this. It has 6 shades. It looks like 3 mattes and 3 shimmers. I am so excited. I think these just shades look beautiful. The other one I picked up was Dancing Green, which is so cute, like Dancing Queen, but Dancing Green. And this is another one that just looks absolutely stunning and beautiful. I was thinking, let me know, but I was thinking of doing a video on these, doing a bunch of swatches for you guys, maybe doing like a look on this eye or a look on this eye with the different palettes, or maybe like 2 separate days and showing them off, just because they are so cheap affordable. I don't like saying cheap. They are so affordable. So I want to let you guys know if they are good for the price. So let me know if you'd like to see that video or not. That was everything I bought from Ulta the last couple of years, so let's move it on to Sephora. I lied, I have one more thing, sorry. The last thing I picked up yesterday from Ulta was the NYX This Is Milky Gloss. I got the shade Cookies and Milk. My friend Esty raves about this gloss, and it was on sale for National Lipstick Day. I think it was on sale for like $5. It's actually the gloss that I have on today. It's over 2 Kim KW products, and I actually am really impressed with this gloss. It's just a really beautiful, cool tone brownie nude shade. And I've used it twice so far, and I've been really obsessed with it. Twice, I literally bought it yesterday. So I used it yesterday and today, 2 times so far. And I'm obsessed. I think it's absolutely beautiful. It's super shiny. It gives a really nice, cool tone nude look to my lips. And I am loving this. I may have to pick up more shades. Okay, now I really am done with Ulta. And now we really are moving on to Sephora. Alrighty, so for Sephora, I don't have any purchases back in 2017 in the month of July. But in 2018, the first thing I picked up was a mini of the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in the shade Luminous Light. I 1,000,000% bought this because of Jaclyn Hill. Do you guys remember when she used to just rave about this and use it in all of her tutorials? She said it was like the best setting powder. I could never use it as a setting powder. I did one time, and it emphasized my pores so much because it is a luminous, like shiny sort of powder, if that makes sense. And it just was way too luminous for me to use as a setting powder how Jaclyn used it. But I ended up using it as a highlight. If you can see, I do have pan. It's a little bit dark as a highlight for me. However, I used to use this for work every day for a highlight because I cared less about my makeup, and it was nice. I like this. I don't know. I haven't reached for this in probably a year though, not gonna lie. So I don't know how much longer I'll keep it in my collection. Another thing I purchased was the Kiehl's Candula Herbal Extract. I'll pop up a picture. I remember I liked this, but I don't think I ended up using it all up before it went bad. So I don't really have too much of an opinion to tell you. Sorry about that. I also picked up the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer. You guys, I just finished this. I talked about it in my most recent empties video. I can have linked down below for you. Literally 3 years. I had that brow definer for 3 years. I'm not going to repurchase it because I don't like the thick pencils. I'd rather use the Brow Wiz from ABH. But if you need a brow pencil that's gonna last you literally forever, definitely check that one out. And the last thing I picked up in 2018 was the Urban Decay Born to Run palette. I also decluttered this. I did not like this palette. I was so excited for it. The shades were stunning and beautiful. It was colorful, but still neutral. And I was really excited to try that palette out. But every single time I used it, I just struggled so bad. It made me feel like I was bad at makeup, which your makeup shouldn't make you feel like that. It just got patchy and weird, and I did not enjoy it. So I ended up decluttering that. In 2019, I got my first set of the Slip Scrunchie Set. I just really like these scrunchies. They're silk, so they're really good for your hair. I use them all of the time to put my hair up, to do my skincare. If I'm just hanging around the house, I'll put my hair up like that. It doesn't give me enough hold to really like wear my hair up in a ponytail or bun for like going out like to work or anything like that. But just around the house, I love them. I also picked up an Urban Decay De-Slick. This is not the one I picked up. I have used the one up that I got in 2019. I love this setting spray. It's so good. It is really good at de-slicking your face and making sure your oils don't pop through. I did not purchase anything in 2020. I was proud of myself. I was on a no-buy last July and I stuck to it. Didn't buy anything from Sephora, at least. And then so far in 2021, I just made a pretty small purchase. The first thing I picked up was the mini size of the Tatcha, the liquid silk canvas. I have like 2 other mini sizes of this. Well, one now because I used one up, and the other one was getting almost gone. And I just really love this primer. So I picked up the mini. I told myself if I use this mini up, I will then buy the full size. That's like $50. I also picked up the Natasha Nona Puff Paint. This is her new liquid serumy blush. I got the shade Tan. I've used it twice. I'm a little on the fence about it, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like it shows up really peachy on my cheeks, which I didn't really want. I have peach liquid blushes. I wanted it to show up a little bit more neutral and tan, but it's a nice formula. It is very sheer. It takes building. It's not super pigmented, but It blends out nicely and seems to wear nicely. So I like it, but I don't love it. I won't buy more of the shades. And then the last thing I bought was a little mini of the One Size translucent setting powder. This is Patrick Starr's brand. My friend Wani raves about this powder, and I just knew I wanted to pick it up based off her recommendation. I have not tried it yet, I'm not gonna lie. I have acquired quite a few powders the last like couple of weeks into my collection, whether I bought them or they were sent to me in PR. Well, two of them were sent to me in PR, and then I bought like 4 more. So yo girl has a lot of powders. So I have not tried this one yet, but I am super excited to try it. Now we're moving on to my other purchases. I've mentioned this in my past videos, but I don't have any other purchases earlier than 2020 because I just wasn't tracking it. The other earlier years I only have because my Ulta and Sephora apps tell me about it. But in 2020, again, I was on a no buy. So the only thing I ordered was the Pure and Raw Beauty Christie palette. It was the pre-order, so I ordered it in July. I didn't end up getting it until like August or September, but I'll go ahead and put it in July because that's when I ordered it. I know you guys have seen this before, but this is the more neutrally side, and then the other side is a lot more fun and colorful. I really don't use this very often. I bought it really mainly to support Christy because I love her so much. She's one of my favorite YouTubers. I kind of regret buying this, I'm not gonna lie. Although I will say, every single time I use the more neutrally side, I love my look. I love it. So maybe I don't regret buying this. I just don't use it as often as I should. I wish I would have got her ColourPop collab instead. I didn't buy that one because it was pretty similar to this one, but I love Christy and I really wanted to support her. And then in 2021, you guys, I've gone kind of crazy. I bought a lot of makeup in 2021 so far from other places. I will say though, I mentioned this in my chit chat tea and get ready with me that my views are up on YouTube, and if you don't know, you make money from YouTube from views. You don't make them from like how many subscribers you have or anything like that. So I've been kind of getting paid a little bit more on YouTube. So because of that, I'm taking that money that I, am making off YouTube and putting it back into my channel to buy makeup to try for you guys. So my makeup consumption and makeup buying has gone up because that extra money I have from YouTube has gone up, if that makes any sense. So the first couple of things I bought, the website Be Glowing, I had never heard of that website before, but they were having a sale for 4th of July earlier in the month. And I ended up picking up a couple things from Cosis because they were like 30% off. So the first thing I picked up was the Cosis Soft Bronze Bronzer in the shade Light. This is a really luminous, shimmery, almost kind of bronzer. I've only used it a couple times and I haven't used it on its own. I've used it to like top on top of a matte bronzer, but it really does give a beautiful luminous glow to your skin, and I really am enjoying this a lot. I also picked up the Kosas Revealer Concealer. I got the shade 1.5C. I'm loving this. This is blowing me out of the water. I'm liking it way more than I anticipated liking it. It is the concealer that I have on my face today, and it's just really good. It's like full coverage, but not too full coverage. It's not cakey. It does crease, but everything creases on me, but it doesn't look dry under my eyes when I set it. This is a good shade match for me, and I'm really, really enjoying that. The last thing I bought was the Cosis. This is their Airbrow Clear Brow Gel. I don't love this. I'm not gonna lie. It's not terrible, but I just feel like when I use it, nothing really happens to my brows. I feel like I'm not putting anything on my brows when I use it, and it's not a good, like, strong brow gel to where my brows just like stick in place and don't move. So I'll use this up, but it's definitely not my favorite and I wouldn't repurchase. Then from Target, I went ahead and picked up the Wet n Wild Matte Finish Setting Spray. I really like this. I've used a bunch of these in the past, but I just hadn't used it for a couple years, and I re-picked it up. It's a good one. It helps your makeup stay on. I don't know if it really like keeps you super matte, but it's only like $5 and it's a good one for the price. I also picked up the Milani Conceal and Perfect Longwear Concealer. I've just heard so many things about this and I was super excited to try it. I've used it 3 or 4 times so far and I do enjoy it. I think I like the Cosis one a little bit more, but I do like this one a lot. I have the shade 110 Nude Ivory and I just have heard so many good things about it, so I decided to pick it up. So far, so good. Then I ended up picking up some things from Jason Wu's website. They were having a sale as well, and I hadn't tried anything from Jason Wu. I do have a whole complete video trying all of these products. I can have linked in the eye and down below for you in case you missed it. But the first thing I picked up was the Ready Set Matte setting powder. I actually really like this. It is super matte but not drying. I've only used it a couple times, but so far I am really enjoying it. I also picked up the Jason Wu Magic Spell Setting Spray. I have this on my face today. It really does just like set your makeup down, and it doesn't add any luminosity, but it also doesn't take away any luminosity that you already have on your face. If you can tell, I still have like a glow on my skin from my foundation and all of that I already applied, you know what I mean? This just really sets it down, locks it in, but doesn't add any luminosity, but also doesn't make you more matte. I don't know, I just really am enjoying this as well. I also picked up the Flora 9 Matte Agave palette. I've been really impressed by this little matte palette. I've used it maybe 3 or 4 times, and it is just really good quality. It gets a little tiny bit patchy, but nothing crazy. They blend out nicely, they work well together, and I like that I have an all matte palette now to pair it with any of my single shadows or anything like that. I've been really loving this too. I pretty much liked everything from him. And then I picked up I think this is the Hot Fluff. This is in the shade Cannoli, and I love this. I've only used it once in that video, but I think I'll get a lot more use out of it in the upcoming fall because it's a really fall tone. I liked this on my lips. It was really pretty, but the way I loved it was on my cheeks as a blush. It was stunning on my cheeks. And the last thing I picked up was a Honey Fluff. I cannot find it. I have no idea where it went, so I'm gonna pop up a picture. I didn't love anything about it. I didn't love the shade I got. I think it's in Woomy, and it's a really light pink, and it just made my lips look really dry, and I didn't like the formula. It was like a really moussey consistency, and it was just odd. So I don't recommend the Honey Fluff, but the Hot Fluffs are fire. Then Urban Decay was having a sale. I'm telling you guys, sales get me. Sales get me. But they are having a sale on their website, so I ended up picking up 2 of the setting sprays, the All Nighter and the Dislick. These are good go-to setting sprays, and when they're on sale, I wanted to pick them up. Also, I ended up grabbing the Anastasia Beverly Hills Loose Setting Powder. So I wanted this for a video, for my perfect makeup tag video. Again, I can have that linked up in the eye down below for you in case you missed it. Because I really do love the setting powder. It just blanks out my face and just almost like makes it look like perfect and airbrushed. And I wanted it for that video, and it did not come in time. But I do love this. I've been through one complete compact of it, and it is such a good setting powder, so I picked it up again, and I'm glad I have it. Even though it didn't come in time for the video, I'm glad I have this in my collection again. I also picked up a trio from ColourPop. This is their new Fresh Kiss Glossy Lip Stain. I have the shades Ice Pop and Sugar Snap, and then Big Apple right here. I have a whole video on these as well. You know what I'm gonna say. I'll link them in the eye down below for you in case you missed it. But I do swatches, lip swatches, arm swatches, and a wear test on the shade Ice Pop up here. So definitely check out that video if you want to know more of my thoughts, but I picked these up. A couple more things that we're done. I know, it's a lot. I also picked up the number 7 Lift and Illuminate Triple Action Finishing Powder. So many people rave about this, specifically Jessica Braun. Actually, I've heard Samantha March talk about it a lot too. This is supposedly a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Powder, which I don't care for that powder, so I'm hoping I like this one more. I've just heard really good things about it. A lot of people rave about it, so I'm excited to finally test it out and pick it up and try it. I got the shade Light. And then the last couple of things I purchased so far in 2021 is I ended up picking up the Avocado Toast and the Lost in Los Angeles palettes from BH Cosmetics. I just think both of these look absolutely stunning. My friend Kelly, K-Bell Beauty on here, she has done a video with the Avocado Toast palette, and I just think it looks so pretty. I love green eyeshadow. I think it's stunning, and the shades in that palette just look so pretty, so I had to pick it up. And then the Lost in Los Angeles one is colorful and just looks bomb. I'm so excited to try it, and they were both on sale on BH Cosmetics website, so I got a little bit of money off. Did I need 2 more palettes? No, definitely not, but I'm so excited. I can't wait to try them. I love BH Cosmetics formula, so these shades are just stunning, and I'm pumped to finally try those out. Woo! And that was it, you guys. I'm done talking. These videos always take me so long to film, and they are just, I just talk so much. I'm sorry that it's probably gonna end up being really long. I feel like I say this every video, but I'm really hoping you're enjoying this series on my channel, just kind of seeing past purchases that I've made over the past months and the past years. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. You're awesome and I love you. Please subscribe if you have not yet, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye, guys.